right, next up we have Garcelle Beauvais. Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Really excited.
So I want to ask you many questions about Doris. What are you actually allowed to tell me?
I'm not allowed to say anything. I can't even believe on this day I still can't say anything. It's unbelievable, but you know what? Marvel knows what they're doing. They don't want to spoil it. And I'm excited to be here with my two little men. We're excited.
All right, Jax and Jade, have you guys always been Spider-Man fans? Is it new to you since your mom became a part of the universe?
I've been a Spider-Man fan. I like Spider-Man.
How about you?
It's new to me.
New to you?
Definitely.
All right, so here's a question. When I was little, we always used to play Spider-Man and make up sounds for his webs. Like, we'd run around going psst and thwip and stuff like that. What sound would your web make if you were web slinging? What about you? I think you got some Spider-Man hair in your hands.
I do, and it's so funny. The first day on set, Tom Holland did a video for them, and it was so sweet. He's the best. I can't wait to see him tonight.
Well, have a wonderful time. Thank you for talking to the Marvel fans.
Bye.
Thank you guys, Jax and Jade, for stopping by. Enjoy. One of the wonderful things about this film is the way that so many people can share it with their families. It's great to see kids here, ranging from little kids to lots of adults who have been lifelong Spider-Man fans. And as we were talking about, this is the very first time that we've seen Spider-Man be brought into the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that is because of the great partnership between Sony and Marvel. So, fans screaming, all kinds of things happening. Lorraine, what is going on?
Literally crawling the walls over here. Sasha is behind me, our world champion, demonstrating a little rock climbing. She is one of the greatest climbers in the entire world, and as you can see, she makes it look so easy. She's going to be grabbing people who are about to enter the TCL Chinese Theater, this historic theater. She's going to try to grab them off to the side and have them join her on the rock climbing wall. I'm tempted. I don't know. If people tweet and hashtag Spider-Man Homecoming and they say, Lorraine climbed the wall, I will consider climbing the wall. But I can't promise it's going to go super well because, I like to leave my climbing to Spider-Man because after all, he does have all of the powers of a radioactive spider and a man. And I have all the powers of a woman, which are pretty good, but not quite as good as Sasha, this woman behind me. Isn't she incredible? And of course,
guys, I think we should get Lorraine up on that wall. So start putting stuff up on Twitter to get her up there and Facebook. Lorraine, I think that we should get you up on that wall. So I'm encouraging fans to do that. Use the hashtag Spider-Man Homecoming. What else did you say? Lorraine on the wall?
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Lorraine on the wall. If you guys tweet it, it might happen. And as you can see, we're actually right over by the entrance of the TCL Chinese Theater, which is a historic theater. This opened in 1927. Underneath this red carpet below our feet are all kinds of signatures and handprints from some of the greatest celebrities in the world, some of the greatest actors, including our own Robert Downey Jr. from Spider-Man Homecoming.
That's right. Marissa Tomei was talking about the fact that it is really incredible to be here at a huge premiere like this. You just don't get to do that often. So to be part of a movie like this is really special.
Yeah, Tamara and I actually, before we were even on the air, we were talking about how this is one of the biggest, craziest premieres that we've ever been a part of, even for Marvel. The turnout has been crazy. There are so many fans that continue to line up the street. People were lining up last night. In the middle of the night, people were already getting here.
That's true. And, I'm also amazed by how much stuff everybody has brought with them. Things to sign. We've got a bunch of people in costume. I saw a really funny sign before that was shipping May and Tony Stark, saying that would be a great relationship, better than Twilight. So the fans have all kinds of ideas about what should happen in this movie. We got to talk to one of the writers before who told us a little bit about his ideas. But we'll talk, I'm sure, with several more of them as they make their way down the carpet.
And something I do love about Spider-Man Spider-Man Homecoming, speaking of the writing, you know, this is a film that pays such wonderful homage to the original comics by Stan Lee, who you got to speak with earlier, I believe, as well as Steve Ditko, the original artist.
That's right, and one of the things that we really pay homage to is the Spidey suit, which takes on so many elements from the original design by Steve Ditko. So let's take a little bit of a look at what happens with the Spidey suit in this movie.
All right.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Stark is helping him up his game with his suit and the tech and all that.
Good evening, Peter.
Hello?
Congratulations on completing the training. You have access to your suit's full capabilities.
Thank you. The suit is the coolest thing that has ever happened to me. It was just a dream come true.
You have 576 possible web shooter combinations.
Awesome.
Spider web.
Whoa.
Web grenade.
Web grenade.
Reconnaissance drone.
Whoa. That's really cool.
Enhanced combat mode.
Activate taser web! Super jump. Web wings! There's always a real special moment when I put the suit on. They suit lady, what are they doing?
Would you like to hear what they're saying?
I can hear what they're saying.
Activating advanced reconnaissance mode.
I'm sick of sitting around out here.
That is awesome. I can keep the suit?
Of course, doesn't fit me.
You guys, I am here with Laura Harrier, who plays Liz in the film. We're talking live to the Marvel fans.
Yes. Hi. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. This is really exciting. I can't believe it's happening.
And Laura is an Evanston girl, Chicagoland. So I know you recently streamed this film in Chicago for some fans. What was that like?
It was amazing, you know, just to be in my hometown and to show it to the fans. You know, it was a screening for a woman who has done a huge part in her community in Chicago, on the south side of Chicago. So it was just really special to get to show it to them and to my family, and everyone was there. It was very cool.
And you have talked about the fact that Ione Skye's role in Say Anything was kind of an inspiration. What specifically, what qualities of hers inspired you for Liz?
I think her drive, how high achieving she was in school, or maybe almost to the point that she didn't experience the other parts of high school that are also really important. You know, obviously academics are the main thing, but you know, it's about your relationships with people and your experiences, and I think that Liz goes through a big change, kind of realizing those things matter as well.
Another thing too, you know, Jon Watts has talked about the fact that when you're in high school, everything is dialed to an 11. Is there anything that you look back on your days at ETHS and I'm like, oh God, I can't believe I did that?
Oh my God, everything? I don't know. It was, you know, everything is just so intense in high school, and I think that's just part of growing up, and to be able to kind of take a step back at these things that are happening in your life and see the bigger picture. Yeah.
And I know that you guys did a lot of bonding activities. I heard you played this game where you originally had to kind of use just 3 words to give your first impressions of one another.
Oh my God, yeah, we did do that. Yeah, I forgot.
Who has surprised you the most on the film as you've gotten to know them?
Who surprised me the most? Maybe Tom, honestly.
How come?
I think he's such a nice, kind, cool guy, but he has like a lot of layers. I feel like the more I get to know him, he's just a deep person, and you kind of, there's a lot more that I've gotten to know about him over this year that we've been working together. So it's great, you know, we've really this is also amazing, but the friendships that we've made have been really special.
And in a way, I mean, would you almost compare movie making in a way to high school, and that you're going through this very intense experience and you come out of it a little bit different?
Definitely. I mean, this whole experience kind of felt like high school, right? We were like this group of kids together, and now this is like graduation, I guess you could say, right? So it's amazing. I'm just happy to be here and to show this movie to all of you guys over at Marvel.
Well, we are so glad that you're here. Thank you for talking to the Marvel fans. We are going to, speaking of graduation, send you on your way so you can go greet the rest of your fans.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll send you off. Yep. All right, you guys, up next we have Jon Watts. Directed a little movie we're here celebrating today. We are very excited to talk to him and congratulate him on such an incredible premiere. Hello. Hey, Jon, I'm Tamara.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great.
So what's it like? I mean, I know you've been traveling with the film, but being here home in Hollywood, seeing all of these people lined up for your movie.
This is so exciting. I've been inside the theater too when this is happening. So hi everyone inside the theater.
Are we live feeding into the theater too?
I think so, and everyone online. I'm such a huge fan. Like, to be a part of this event is just amazing.
Well, there are so many amazing things that you've brought to this film. You know, I know that you were looking to do a high school coming-of-age film when all this started happening. What was it about that particular genre that was attractive to you?
It's just a very exciting and dramatic time in everyone's life when you're growing up, and to be able to tell that story about Peter Parker was just irresistible.
And let's talk for a sec. So when Tom was cast, Civil War was happening.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about that process. I mean, because you're watching someone get cast in another movie that's not your own, knowing he's going to be your guy. What does that feel like? What's it like in the room when that's happening?
Well, I was very fortunate that the Russo brothers did all of the hard work in finding Tom, and then I just got to sort of show up. And, you know, if there was never a moment after I saw Tom's audition tape and then watching him with Robert Downey Jr. together, there was never a moment of hesitation in my eyes.
One of the things that James Gunn has talked about with Guardians is that when he was writing the second movie, he actually had an easier time writing because he knew the characters' voices. Were there things, because you're one of the writers on the film as well as the director, were there things seeing Tom in Civil War that you specifically tried to craft towards his strengths once you had seen him because you knew his work a bit?
What was great about that film was that it just really captured the right spirit of who we wanted Peter Parker to be. So once that tone was established, it was just up to me to take the football and run.
Got it. And speaking of football, you've got some amazing teachers cast in this. Were there particular teachers that you were sort of doing an homage to when you were casting them? Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I had a lot of amazing teachers in my high school, so I don't want to call anyone out by name just in case I get in trouble. But yeah, no, I was very fortunate to have a lot of very inspiring teachers.
You were also a self-described science nerd. So I know you made them go to the aquarium to bond. I know that you made the cast go on picnics. Did you make them do any chemistry?
I did not make them do any chemistry, but I did make them watch a bunch of 80s high school movies.
And what's your favorite? Which one do you go to? Mine is Breakfast Club. Like, that is my calling card.
I love Pretty in Pink.
How come?
I don't know. I'm just a romantic, I guess.
I think we all are a little bit. If John Hughes were here today and were able to see this film, what would you want him to say? What would you want him to walk away saying? What do you hope he'd say to you?
He'd probably say, hey, you guys are like ripping off my whole style. Like, you should have had me do it.
And let's talk a little bit too. You had some major action scenes in this film. Talk to me a little bit about shooting the Staten Island ferry scene, because that was incredible, and I know you guys used practical sets.
Yeah, we used a combination of a big set in Atlanta that we built that could rip in half. The actual ferry in New York City, they were amazingly gracious to let us actually shoot on the proper ferry, and to put that all together, I feel bad, you know, that we did so much damage to it because of how much they helped us out.
Well, I think they're going to be very happy when they see this movie. Have an amazing time at the premiere tonight. Thank you for coming to talk to us. You're welcome. All right, you guys. Jon Watts, director of Spider-Man Homecoming. So humble, so gracious. Next up, we have Bokeem Woodbine. Bokeem, come on over here. So we are actually talking live to the Marvel fans right now. So, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, what's cracking?
So, it's a long way from Fargo to Spideyville. How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel good. This was a great adventure. It's culminating in this evening and next weekend and on and on and on, and I feel really good.
So you play a character from the comics, the Shocker. How does it feel bringing this character to life? You know, someone who's been loved in the comics.
You know, it's interesting. I've been a fan of Marvel Comics since I was probably like 6 years old. And when I found out that I was a part of the film, I wasn't sure which character I was going to play. And then my agent told me it was the Shocker. And I remember being in traffic and just having this incredible feeling of excitement. I've always been a fan of Spider-Man, and I've always loved the Shocker in particular as, you know, as one of his nemesises. And I never thought it would be brought to the big screen. And I definitely didn't anticipate playing the Shocker. So it's a great feeling.
Well, have a wonderful time tonight. Thank you so much for talking with the Marvel fans.
Absolutely.
And we wish you the best of luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, you guys, up next we have Amy Pascal from Sony. Of course, it was the original coming together of Sony and Marvel that allowed this movie to happen. Because like we were saying, we've never seen Spider-Man interact, enact, react, all of that, interact with the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And Amy Pascal, Kevin Feige are two of the people mainly responsible for making it happen. So we're thrilled they could bring this together and make it happen. Lorraine, what's going on with the fans right now?
I'm down here at the other end of the carpet on the fan experience, and what is behind me? None other than the Xperia Escape the Room. And what's in this room is Peter Parker's Queen's bedroom from Forest, Queens. And now fans are given 10 minutes. The Vulture is attacking New York City, and they have just a few minutes to use an Xperia phone to unlock clues to find Spider-Man's Spidey suit so he can save the day. But we right now get to have a little look at some of the cool stuff in Peter Parker's bedroom. As you can see just over here, he's a big Mets fan because obviously the Mets are in Queens, and you know, he's a hometown boy. We have his desk here where he does some work. We can see that he's maybe thinking about what the Vulture's been wearing and some of his tech. And you know, Spider-Man is always a big fan of Iron Man. So of course he has a picture. We have a beautiful view of Queens from outside the window and bunk beds where him and Ned can work on their Legos. And of course we know Peter Parker is not only a superhero because he's a Spider-Man, but because he's super smart, which means he has a really fantastic book collection. Well, now I have all these clues, but I guess I gotta find this Spidey suit, so let's see if I can escape this room. It's kind of dark in here. Guys?
Lorraine, where'd you go? Where are you? I think maybe you're at the other end of the carpet with perhaps a very cool Audi.
I am indeed, Tamara Karinsky. I am here at Stark's very own car. You know it's Tony's because he's got to put the name on it. Stark Industries, Stark Tower. The guy likes his name on stuff, and why wouldn't you on this beautiful Audi Spider? Of course he drives an Audi Spider because, you know, he's a big Spider-Man fan. Actually, there were some fans over here taking pictures earlier, and the alarm. You never know what's going to happen. It's always a fun and exciting adventure. Tamara, what's going on over on your end of the carpet?
I am here with Martin Starr, and we were just talking about making corsages for prom because we are in matching plum outfits.
Yeah, we're ready for prom.
We are definitely ready for prom.
Great, by the way.
Thank you, so do you. So high school, playing someone in high school, not new to you. What was it like seeing this new crop of kids as their teacher?
What was it like?
Yeah, for you to play a teacher when, you know, Freaks and Geeks has been one of the touch points for our high school shows.
And John wrote this, who I did Freaks and Geeks with. Great, interesting, weird, perhaps coming full circle now, playing a teacher. But yeah, such is life.
What do you think Guilfoyle would say? Do you think there's any chance he would burn out? Do you think Guilfoyle would burn out in Silicon Valley and maybe ever decide, no, I'm going to go coach academic decathlon?
Go be a teacher in the Marvel universe. I mean, I don't know that Spider-Man exists within the HBO world yet, but maybe a Spider-Man TV show is in the works. I have no idea.
I have no idea either. For you, what was the most fun in making? What was the most fun in making this film?
For me, it was interesting to see the scope and the scale of everything, and to, not to give anything away, but to be a part of some of the kind of action sequences was interesting. There was that was really fun.
I know you can't give anything away as far as specifics.
I'm not allowed to. They'll kill me.
No.
It's in a contract. They will kill me.
I have to sign similar contracts. It's very scary.
Yeah.
However, can you at least kind of tell us a little bit about like what the rhythm of shooting those scenes is like? I mean, do they sort of have you going, going, going? Is it a lot of stop and go? We're talking to the Marvel fans live, so they love hearing all the production stuff.
We had a fair amount of time. It's definitely different from shooting an independent movie in 16 days, for sure. I think it was 3 months, and then for one big sequence that I was a part of, we ended up shooting more footage for another week, maybe a week and a half, that wasn't with the director. So we had the B unit director, second unit, working with us for a full week. It was while they were still shooting other things. So that's perhaps the craziest, is that the scope and scale of everything is so massive that there are multiple units going at the same time to make the movie happen, even within the span of 3 months.
Well, this carpet definitely rents the scope and size. We need to send you on your way because there are other people who want to talk to you. But thank you for stopping and talking to the Marvel fans.
My pleasure.
And I'll see you later at prom.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys, let's take another look at Spider-Man Homecoming.
They stopped.
Huh. Maryland?
What's there?
I mean, I don't know. Evil lair.
They have a lair?
Dude, a gang with alien guns run by a guy with wings, yeah, they have a lair.
Badass. But how are you gonna get there if it's like 300 miles away?
It's not too far from DC.
Hey, it's Peter.
Gosh, Peter? Yeah, I was hoping maybe I could rejoin the team.
No way. You can't just quit on us, stroll up, and be welcomed back by everyone.
Hey, welcome back, Peter. Flash, you're back to first alternate.
What?
He's taking your place.
Excuse me, can we go already? Because I was hoping to get in some light protesting in front of one of the embassies before dinner, so.
Protesting is patriotic. Let's get on the bus.
I am here with Zendaya, who plays Michelle. Hi, hi, hi. We're talking live to the Marvel fans.
So, hey guys, what's up?
So, when you originally auditioned for this part, you weren't really even sure what it was. What's it like to get a script where it's basically you don't have a lot of information, and how do you move forward from there?
Well, you know, I think honestly, when it comes to the audition process, you just have to do your best. Because you don't really know what you're looking for or what kind of character it was, but it was also kind of exciting because when I got there and I read my character, I was really pleasantly surprised. I think she's so interesting and so fun, and I love that we're embracing the weirdness, and I think that that's really cool because she's very much like myself, you know, and it was nice to kind of create that distinct character.
That seems to be something that you do a lot. I know with Casey Undercover, having a lot of input into that character was really important for you. What's it been like knowing that this is a character that younger kids are going to model themselves after, just like you have Ali Sheedy's character as a touch point?
I mean, you know, it's amazing. It's so incredible to be a part of something so iconic and so empowering. And, you know, I love the fact that this movie, you know, embraces what it's like to be a real human being. You know what I mean? We get to know who Peter Parker is without the suit, and I think that that's so important for young people to see, that he is still a 15-year-old kid at the end of the day. And everybody's such a distinct character, and everybody can kind of relate to somebody in this story, you know? And I love that, and I think that everybody is really a superhero. It's just whether we choose to recognize our powers or not, you know?
So we see you acting all cool, but you always seem to pop up where Peter Parker and Ned are around. Can you?
She just kind of follows them everywhere. You know, secretly she wants to be friends with them, but she would never want them to know that. Jacob's here! Jacob's on his way. Okay, just kidding. False alarm. I love Jacob. That's like my best friend.
Speaking of, are you the one who was responsible for making everyone play the bonding game where they had to give their first impression?
Yes, that was me. Because I have like these questions for some reason to ask strangers, like good questions to always ask people when you want to get to know them. Is there are three that, like, I always say, ask their first impressions of each other, right? So that was the one we did, and then we also were like, what are your 3 things you love about yourself, and then 3 things that you wish you could change about yourself, emotionally and then also physically. And for some reason that gets a really deep conversation going very quickly. So just a tip out there for you folks.
Great, so now I have to ask you, what are 3 things that you love about yourself? What are 3 things you'd want to change about yourself?
I would say I love that I am a loyal friend, I care about people, and that I put everything. I put my family and people before I put like money and success, which is so important. And then I think 2 things I would change is I wish that I had more of a social life. I wish I went out more. You know, I wish that I try to be very positive about myself.
You know what? I'm going to be positive about you instead. There is an amazing carpet here of people who want to be out with you tonight, so I'm going to send you down on your way to have a great time with them. Thank you for talking to the fans.
Guys, I hope everybody loves it. Awesome.
Thank you, Zendaya. All right, she is incredible. So, interesting fact, when Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal first saw her tape, they were not aware of who she was. They just thought she was this wonderful, incredible actress. And of course, she shines through. She's so multi-talented. Next up, we're going to be talking with Amy and Kevin to find out a little bit more of the behind the scenes about what went into making Spider-Man Homecoming. And here they are, Amy, Kevin. Hello, hello. Hi, I'm great. Nice to see you. I'm good.
I like this setup you have here today.
I know, it's different, right?
Cool.
It's
Yeah, I
good.
like it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Good.
It's kind of like a big old party.
Yeah, it is. It's like a big party.
So,
sea of people.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about Sony and Marvel coming together to do this and why you guys were able to bridge that. I know you guys have known each other for a long time.
I think that we've been friends for a long time. We've been fellow Spider-Man lovers for a long time. And Kevin came to me with a really fabulous idea. And ideas are everything.
Bringing Spider-Man into the universe where he belongs, as all the fans know, interacting with the other characters for the very first time, and it seemed like the right time to do it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, also bringing it down to high school. So we really had a high school story going on. One of the great things about the Marvel Universe, every movie is a different genre. Right. What was the thinking behind going high school with this one?
I think you have to think like Harry Potter's in high school and Back to the Future is in high school. And school is an environment that everybody understands.
Yeah, we were all either in high school, going to high school, or have been there, or are currently there.
Yeah.
And it's what makes Spider-Man so relatable.
Absolutely. Well, I have to send you guys on your way because there is an entire carpet that wants to see you.
I know who's here.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Always good to see you. Thank you for stopping and talking to Marvel fans.
Very much. Good seeing you.
All right, we weren't sure if we were going to hug there or not. Gotta love when those life moments happen. Hello, we have Michael Keaton. He's off to the side right now. He's hugging Amy, he's hugging Kevin, they're taking a picture, and then we are going to get to talk to him. He, of course, plays Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, our villain, and he is this legendary actor bringing so much gravitas to this wonderful role. So, Michael Keaton, on his way. Michael needs to stop talking to Kevin. We want to talk to them. Bring him over. Come on over. Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Good. So one of my favorite quotes from Stan Lee is about how they can do things now in the movies that they could only imagine in the comics.
Yes.
For you, what's it been like making a superhero movie now?
It's totally different. It's fun. I mean, they're fun, but the original Batman and the second Batman were like Beetlejuice, kind of handmade, and now they're less so. But it's just a different experience.
Absolutely. And I know that as an early actor, you did a lot of stand-up. You were always doing improv, and you've talked about how it was important to you to really create a lot of your own work and infuse characters. Tell me about what you wanted to bring to Adrian.
What? Say again?
Tell me about what you wanted to bring to Adrian Toomes.
Well, it was pretty much there. I mean, honestly, Jon Watts, the director, was and Kevin, actually, and Amy, they were all pretty specific about what they really wanted to see in this character and how he functioned. And so, to be honest, there was a lot of adjusting, but a lot of that came from Jon, because I think Jon saw the big picture and saw how he wanted everything to fit into everything else. So I just pretty much, these guys are so good. They're so organized about this. I just pretty much followed them.
What style of director would you describe Jon as? I mean, is he like a big brother? Is he, sort of a funny uncle? What's he like on set?
Well, if he were my uncle, it would be weird. He was, I don't know, he's calm and like frighteningly
confident.
Well, he's put together a great film. Thank you so much for coming to talk to the Marvel fans. Have a great time tonight. All right, up next, I believe Robert Downey Jr. may be paying us a little visit. He, of course, plays Tony Stark. We are very excited to see him here.
Everybody has arrived here at the Spider-Man Homecoming World Premiere. Stan Lee, Zendaya, Michael Keaton, Jacob Batalon, Robert Downey Jr., Jon Favreau, Zendaya, Kevin Feige.
Well, now I know where Tom Holland learned how to make an entrance.
Do you? How did he do? How's the young master doing?
He is doing pretty well. I think you've schooled him well.
Well, you know, it turns out he had a lot on the ball coming in, so, you know, we're very proud of Tom.
Well, I am very proud of you. Okay, so I have to say, I was watching Civil War again, and I was watching the scene, you know, the end of the big action scene where you think that Spider-Man might be kind of out, and he kind of pops open, and you get really severe with him, and you're like, you're done. I'm taking you to May. And I'm curious about how that set the tone for Tony's relationship with Peter in this movie.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm glad that happened because, you know, recruiting teenagers for life and death situations is not advisable. So I think it was appropriate and responsible. But then the way that this is being relaunched, it kind of makes sense. And I never thought I'd wind up being like a father figure to another Avenger. But I couldn't pick a better character or actor to do it with, and I saw this movie, and it's just great. It's just great.
I'm curious for Tony now, what does family mean to him? I mean, he's had a lot of betrayal, and then suddenly there's this young guy. So what is family for Tony now?
Sure. Well, you know, sometimes you figure if someone isn't mature enough yet to betray you, you feel comfortable. That comes with age. Treachery comes with experience. We know.
We know. All right, I sadly have to send you on your way. I wish I could talk to you longer, but you got a whole block full of people who want to talk to you.
It's a pleasure.
Lovely to see you, Robert. Thank you so much. I mean, come on. He's become like the godfather of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Louis, come here.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Well, how are you?
Very well.
So what is it like to finally see Spider-Man come home to the Marvel Cinematic Universe for you?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, that's where he belongs. He's one of the most iconic characters, and we were lucky enough to make this deal with Sony, to have him in Civil War, and now to do Homecoming. And then he'll be in Avengers Infinity War also.
Who are you most excited to see him interact with? What other characters?
Well, you know that we call it strange alchemy now. When you obviously seeing with Tony Stark is my favorite. Their relationship is really good. He's Tony being the mentor, Peter being the student, and there's a genuine love there, I think, which makes it really special.
Well, congratulations to you guys. You clearly knocked it out of the park with the casting, because the two of them together, both on screen and off, has been really fun to watch.
Well, thank you very much. Good seeing you again.
Great to see you too. Have a great time tonight. All right, Louis D'Esposito, of course, one of the main people responsible at Marvel for making these movies, Jon Favreau.
Legend.
Hi. We are talking live to the Marvel fans.
Great. Hi, how's it going?
So for someone who put himself on the map with a movie called Swingers, it kind of makes sense that we're here for some web slinging.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It is, yes, I see. I like that. Well, it's a lot of fun to be here again, and to be here as an actor. I've never been just in a Marvel character movie as an actor.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I mean, you directed 2 Iron Man films.
Yeah,
what's it like being just an actor?
It's a lot of fun. It really is. There's a lot less pressure, and I've never seen the movie. I've only seen clips. So I'm very excited to see it tonight. I hear it's great, and I had a lot of fun making it.
So I was curious too if you had any tips for Jacob Batalon, who plays Ned, Peter Parker's best friend, on being a superhero sidekick, because you know, he's got to do a lot for Tony.
That's right. You know, we're there to support. We're there to be. It's hard to be a superhero, and they need their support system. And whether it's somebody who's driving their car, protecting them, keeping their life together. It's good to be there for your friends.
You weren't driving Tom's stunt car tonight when he showed up. Was that you?
No, it wasn't. I actually got driven tonight by Robert. So we switched seats this time. A lot of fun.
Speaking of that, you know, one of the things that I really love about your career is it seems like you constantly work with friends that you started out with, whether it's Vince Vaughn, whether it's you and Robert working together all these years. What's your advice to actors, directors who are up and coming about kind of fostering that kind of creative community?
Well, when we started off and made Swingers, we made it ourselves, and it was a lot more expensive then and harder too. Now there's all this great technology that allows you to film yourself, edit yourself. There's a lot of great filmmakers out there and ways to self-distribute through the internet. So don't wait for anybody to tell you that you can. Do it yourself, put it up there, you'll get better. And then as you get a following, who knows what the entertainment business is going to look like in 10 years. I have a feeling that the internet and people creating their own content is going to continue to grow and build, and you'll be able to get careers out of it even more than you can today. So, if you're a writer, write. If you're an actor, act. If you're a filmmaker, make movies. Don't let anything hold you back. There's no excuse.
You know who says something very similar? Who? Stan Lee.
That's great. Well, he would know.
Listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. Enjoy the rest of the premiere. Thank you for talking to the Marvel fans.
I'll see you at the party later, yeah?
See you later.
Should be a lot of fun.
Guys, bye-bye. All right, Lorraine, what's happening down on your end of the carpet? I can still hear people cheering. What are you seeing and doing?
Well, as you can see behind me, the carpet is filling up here at the entrance to this TCL Chinese Theater. What wise words from Jon Favreau. I mean, this film has such a great sort of theme of mentorship, and we see it throughout the film with both Tony and Happy Hogan talking to our own Peter Parker. And actually, that brings us to a little clip we have coming up next where we can learn all about their special relationship.
I think with a little more mentoring, be a real asset to the team. Tony's kind of keeping a real close eye on him and making sure that he's a worthy recruit for the Avengers. He's bright and gifted. What's up, guys? A very talented guy.
Peter Parker is constantly learning throughout the movie, and he is trying to prove himself to Tony that he is ready to be an Avenger. He is old enough to take on bigger tasks. How'd you find me? Did you put a tracker in my suit?
I put everything in your suit, including this heater.
Whoa. I saw that relationship as like a big brother relationship.
Don't do anything I would do.
What's up, everybody?
And definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area in there, and that's where you operate. That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you. I've still got it.
With Tom Rothman. So tell me about the incredible partnership between Sony and Marvel that made this possible.
It's very historic, one of a kind. Never happened before when two different studios came together for the good of the movie and the good of the fans. So this returns Spider-Man to the Marvel Cinematic Universe where he belongs.
And tell me a little bit about Tom Holland. What made him the right actor for this incarnation of Spider-Man?
You'll see, folks will see when they see the movie, there's a natural charisma and an effervescence and a charm and a decency. But I will tell you, he had to work very, very hard. There were 4 different screen tests, yes, including a final screen test where he went to Atlanta and tested opposite Robert Downey himself. And in that test, we looked at it back at the studio and we could see he was the real deal.
I'm not sure what's more intimidating, doing all the stunts or acting across from Robert.
Here's the interesting thing. He's young, but he's not intimidated. I would be, that's for sure, but he seems to take it all with aplomb.
Well, Spider-Man is very special. It's a $4 billion franchise. So what makes this incarnation different from what's come before?
Well, actually, I think it's 2 things. One, it's Tom, which we talked about, and his youth and exuberance and relatability as a young, truly young person, right? And then it's Marvel. It's the skill of Kevin Feige and all of the people, and Amy and the people who work at Marvel, who know their world better than anybody.
Well, this is a very special movie. Enjoy the premiere tonight, and thank you for coming to talk live to the Marvel fans.
To you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Have a great night. All right, you guys, as you can see, there has been some incredible fashion happening on the carpet tonight. There are still people hanging out, partying around us, and we are going to talk next with Rachel O'Cannon, who's a co-producer on the film, and can tell us a little bit more about what went on behind the scenes. Hi, Rachel. Hi. I'm Tamara, and we are talking live to the Marvel fans. Hello. So tell me a little bit about what your focus as a co-producer was. Were you more into focusing on the physical production, more into the development of the film?
More into the development of the film and the, kind of the development of the film, the production, and the post-production.
So there are 6 writers credited on this film. What's it like working with a bunch of different writers when you're trying to suss out a story?
Well, we don't work with them all at the same time usually.
That's TV, that's not film.
No, they've all been amazing to work with, and I think they all brought really special qualities and really important elements to the story.
And for you as a producer, what was the biggest challenge in getting the film together? I mean, there's a lot going on in this film.
Well, my whole career, I've been a studio executive at Sony, and so this is my first producing experience. So I had a lot to learn, but I learned from the Marvel guys, and of course Amy, and that way I couldn't have had better people to learn how to do it from.
Now, have you seen the film yet?
Yes.
Okay, so which scene, without giving anything away, which scene were you most excited by about the way it came together?
I can't say without spoiling the movie.
All right, well, clearly Marvel has trained you well because you have learned their ways of secrecy. Have a wonderful time tonight and enjoy, and congrats again on the film.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, next we have Selenis Leyva, who plays one of the teachers in the film, Ms. Warren, the physics teacher. There are a bunch of great teachers in this film. We talked to Hannibal before. We've got Selenis now. Come on over here. Hello, Selenis. How are you?
I'm good.
We're talking live to the Marvel fans.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Seriously, right?
Yeah, this is pretty amazing. This is like my dream come true, really.
It's a little bit different than the gritty set of Orange is the New Black.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. It's nice to be able to wear many different hats and join the amazing world of Marvel in this movie. I'm really, really looking forward to the film. I haven't seen it yet, but I hear amazing things about it.
One of the things that I love about your character, Ms. Warren, is in the comics, it was a Mr. Warren. Yes. What were your thoughts when you heard they're casting a lady?
I thought, yay, Marvel. You know what I mean? First of all, it's such a diverse cast. It really, really is. What they've done with this movie is truly, truly say, you know what, let's just give it to talented actors, regardless of, background, age, whatever. So I love that. And usually it's like the other way around. I usually get going for casting and they'll say, oh, they went with a man. And I'm like, I can't do that. And in this case, it's a lot of fun. It's good. I'm excited. It's a big deal for me. My daughter and everyone in my household under the age of 10 thinks I'm really cool right now.
I think you're really cool all the time, especially in this awesome outfit.
Thank you. This is Sashi and Bobby, and I thought this was perfect for the occasion, almost cape-like and superhero.
Got it. Well, thank you so much for coming to talk to the Marvel fans. Have an amazing time tonight on the rest of the carpet.
Thank you.
All right, nice to see you. Next up, we're going to talk to Michael Mando, another actor in our film. He's coming over right now. Hey, Michael.
Hi, how's it going?
Good.
Good.
What's it like being on this massive carpet? A little different than Better Call Saul.
Sorry, what's that?
A little different than Better Call Saul.
Absolutely. They're both Sony productions, and I have to say, these fans are absolutely incredible. And to be playing a supervillain, one of my favorite supervillains of all time, is the Scorpion, Mac Gargan, is just like it's a dream come true, really.
So you're a longtime comics fan, then? I know it's just to let everyone know, it's really hard to hear out here. We've got a DJ, we've got fans, so that's why we're all talking so close.
No problem.
You are a longtime Marvel fan, then, yeah?
I'm a huge Marvel fan. The first time I ever was in LA was in 2012. and I bought one item.
What?
And it was a Scorpion item.
What?
And 4 years later, here I am playing this character, so it's really surreal, and to be part of this incredible team led by Jon Watts is really a dream come true. Not only do I love the franchise, I love the people I'm working with, and I feel very blessed.
How would you describe Jon Watts as a director? Like, is the mood on set, is he like a big brother? Is he kind of like, is he a tyrant? Is he, slave driver? What's he like?
He's a real artist, he's a collaborator, he's an artist, he's an auteur. He's everything an actor wants, really. I hope we get to do it again and again and again.
So I have to ask you, as a comics fan, this is the first time we're seeing Spider-Man interact with the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Who are you most excited to see him pair with?
Who am I, sorry?
Who are you most excited to see Spider-Man pair up with or interact with? Since we've never seen a Spider-Man movie before.
Oh my God.
With the rest of the characters.
I have to give a shout out to Marvel and to Jon Watts. They have so many Easter eggs in this film and some great, from what I heard, I don't know, but the rumor is there are 2 end credit scenes, and so many surprises. I can't say anything, but just amazing all around stuff.
They have trained you well. You're doing a good job.
Well, I'm trying.
Well, I want to say it's great to see you. Vic, Orphan Black, got to give you props up for that, one of my favorites. I have to give you props up for Vic on Orphan Black, one of my favorite shows.
Thank you. And we just got renewed for our 4th season on Better Call Saul, so I'm over the moon. And to all these people watching who've given me love over social media on Twitter and Instagram, even just right now, we just posted a video, and you've got these people really being so supportive. I have to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And it means so much more when the work is appreciated. So I love you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking to the fans. It's a huge deal. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Right.
God bless you. Have a great evening.
Have a great time tonight. All right, you guys, you heard it here. There are a lot of Easter eggs in this film. We try to get out as much as we can, but of course we don't want to have any spoilers. And here's a secret. I have actually not seen the movie this time yet, so I cannot spoil anything for you, which is good. But we are going to go and see what Lorraine is up to with the fans who actually made it to witness this great premiere. Lorraine?
Right. Okay, I've got more big fans over here. I have got an Iron Spider, or a Man-Man. Are you a Man-Man, or are you an Iron Spider, or a Spider-Iron?
I should say Iron Spider-Man.
Okay. Is it because you just can't choose one? You love them both, or what?
Well, before Iron Man came out, I used to be a big Spider-Man fan. And then once Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 came out, I totally lost it. So now I'm both fans of both of them.
So then who do you want to see more, Tom Holland or Robert Downey Jr.?
That's a tough one.
I ask the hard questions.
I have to go with Spider-Man because since he's like the new Spider-Man, the remake, I guess you could say, I got to see what he's up to.
Well, I hope you get to see him tonight. Enjoy your time. All right, let's see who else is down here. Oh, now I see a little fan over here. What's your name?
Holden.
Holden, where are you from?
Texas.
You're here all the way from Texas? How long have you been out here?
For like 5 hours.
Awesome, and who are you most excited to see tonight?
Iron Man and Spider-Man.
All right, okay, I have a trivia question for you. Are you game?
Yes.
Okay, I believe in you. What is Spider-Man's real name in real life?
Tom Cruise, I think.
Close. The actor's name is Tom Holland, but when Spider-Man isn't dressed up as Spider-Man, what is his real life name?
Peter Parker.
That's right. His name is Peter Parker. Enjoy this. That's for you. And he talks just like Tom Holland, so you can hear him just like in the movie. Enjoy. Have fun.
Oh my gosh, it was so cute. I love all of the Spider-Man fans that are here today. So he's not the only one who's excited about meeting Spider-Man. As we said, Peter Parker has his best friend Ned, and let's take a look at what happens when Ned finds out a little more about Peter's secret.
were on the ceiling.
What was it? Ned, what are you doing in my room?
May let me in. You said we're gonna finish a Death Star. She doesn't know.
Nobody knows. Well, I mean, Mr. Stark knows because he made my suit, but that's it.
Well, Tony Stark made you that. Are you an Avenger?
Yeah, basically. Dude, you can't tell anybody about this. You gotta keep it a secret.
A secret? Why?
Because you know what she's like. If she finds out people try and kill me every single night, she's not gonna let me do this anymore.
Okay. I'll level with you. I don't think I can keep this a secret. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
I can't believe this is happening right now. I gotta go.
Hey, where are you going? What are you hiding, Peter? I'm just kidding, I don't care. Bye.
And there you have it. Sorry, guys, I'm just dancing here on the platform because, like they were saying, it is a party here tonight, and the music is still going. We just want to give you a couple of behind-the-scenes highlights from Spider-Man: Homecoming. You've heard us talk a little bit about the Staten Island ferry scene. So that was indeed a practical set. When you see in the trailer and in some of the clips that we've shown you, you see that thing split apart. There is an actual physical object splitting apart. That is not a visual effect. And basically, when they decided to have that as one of their key action scenes, the producers thought, yeah, well, we'll probably do it as a visual effect. The production team, nuh-uh, no way. They thought they could do better. So they built this massive set. It took 5 months to build, 64 feet high, 45 feet wide, 64 feet wide, 45 feet high, and 100 feet long. And then they raised it about 6 feet off the ground, put in some hydraulics, and they split the thing apart. So the two sides, when each side with the gimbals that it's on, 210,000 pounds plus another 25,000 pounds for the shooting crew and the equipment. And then when they were ready to split it open, they dumped 40,000 gallons of water right down the center. end of the carpet. I'm very happy to be here with Lorraine.
Hey guys, I had so much fun down at the end of the carpet. It's mayhem right now over at the entrance of the theater. Everybody's filing in to go see the film, but what were some of your favorite moments?
I would have to say, Tom Holland's arrival, that is probably one of the
epic.
most amazing arrivals I have ever seen at a premiere, followed by Robert Downey Jr.'s.
They both have some nice Audis.
Yeah, exactly. So I would have to say that. I mean, it's always beautiful talking to Stan Lee, and I love talking with Jon Favreau.
Yeah, he had such inspirational things to say. I have to say, for me, I had such a cool moment. You know, I get to be down at the other end of the carpet. Michael Keaton busted out of his car and walked the whole of Hollywood Boulevard, walked by the fans all the way up to here to hop on the stage and talk to you guys. So I got to watch him make this huge descent with all the fans. It was really, really cool. And of course, I climbed the rock wall. So that's
not something you do at a premiere every day.
Not every day, but you know, look out for it, guys.
It's Spider-Man.
Thanks for all of your votes of confidence on Twitter.
Oh, I'm sorry I encouraged, but I couldn't help
loved it.
You put it out there.
It's true. It's true. All right, you guys, we're wrapping up here, but be sure to go over to marvel.com/Spider-Man Homecoming to check out all of the coverage from tonight, including the stream and photos and all kinds of other things.
And of course, make sure to check out Spider-Man Homecoming in theaters in the U.S. on July 7th.
And keep talking to us, #Spider-Man Homecoming. That's it for us tonight. We have a special trailer coming up for you next. I'm Lorraine Sink.
I'm Tamara Krinsky.
And this is Marvel,
your universe.
Finally, here we go.
Good evening, Peter.
Whoa!
You have 576 possible web shooter combinations.
That is awesome. I can keep that suit?
Yeah, doesn't fit me.
So when's our next retreat?
What, next mission? We'll call you. All right?
That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you. We're not there yet. All right, kid. Good luck out there. Hey, Peter. You coming tonight?
I can't tonight. I got the Stark internship. What's up, guys? Mr. Stark, here's my report for tonight. I stopped the Grand Theft bicycle. Hey, could you do me a favor? Hold on to that. Is this anybody's bike? Oh, I helped this old lady and she bought me a churro. So, that was nice. I just feel like I could be doing more. Wait a minute. You guys aren't the real Avengers. Hulk gives it away. New move I'm working on. Not bad. Oh, God, this feels so strange. These weapons are crazy dangerous.
Listen, Peter, there are people who handle this sort of thing. Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
Let go of me! Let go of me!
Activating parachute.
The world's changing, boys. It's time we change, too.
This is my chance to prove myself. We have a Spanish quiz.
You gotta get better at this part of the job.
I don't understand. Oh, I'm intimidated. Oh, hey, guys.
My friends are up there.
Hey, where are you going? What are you hiding, Peter? I'm just kidding, I don't care. Bye.
There's a ton of other subsystems in here, but they're all disabled by the training wheels protocol.
I'm sick of Mr. Stark treating me like a kid.
But you are a kid.
Yeah, a kid who can stop a bus with his bare hands.